everyone, this is Direwolf 20, and welcome to episode 12 of Direwolf 20's Let's Play series. Today, I want to get started on a Mage Tower. I decided to build my own Ars Nouveau Mage Tower, just because I haven't gotten any submissions yet, and in fairness, I, pre-record some of these videos, so it's hard. But like I said in my Dire News video, definitely submit schematics and designs to the Direwolf 20 Discord, and some of them will show up in the series hopefully over time. But for now, I really want to get into Ars Nouveau, and I'd really like to build this cool Mage's Tower. So I'm going to try it myself. I'm going to try to do it by, may work out, may not. Before I do what I want to do here, though, actually, I want to make this, and then I thought that was it, right? Am I doing this? Oh, I guess it has to be up there. It's not shapeless. Okay, cool. Hey, I got a sleeping bag. That'll be useful, because as we're out and about, we may need to do that. Now, I don't have any other wool? How am I for string? I guess enough that I can make one. And then I want to make this balloon on a stick, which is from Zycraft. I'm making my first Zycraft block. Haha, cool. Balloon on a stick. I want to try this out. So I don't know how it works, but Soren mentioned it to me. But I think, yes, balloon on a stick lets you fly. As long as you stay near the thing, right? So I don't know what just happened. Did my lead break or something? I don't understand. I'm confused. But there we go. Okay, cool. So it lets you have creative flight as long as you stay relatively near the block. Now, if you go too far away from it, I guess you're popped. Aha, that's cool. All right, I like that. That's a neat idea. I like that's a cool concept. It lets you have a small modicum of creative flight without being too OP, right? So like as long as you stay nearby, you can kind of fly around a little bit, and that's kind of spiffy. I wish it was like a little bit longer range. Like it could be a little bit longer, and I'd be happier. But overall, not a terrible concept. I like it. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I'm gonna need some don't get hurt when you fall kind of boots, but yeah, we'll see. What's all this stuff? Oh, neat. Okay, I guess that's a different kind of thing. I don't know all the things anymore. Anyway, let's get to building a wizard's tower. All right, so this is the tower I'm gonna use for all my different magical mods. So we've got blood magic, we've got Ars Nouveau. Where's my list of my mods? Magic, Ars Nouveau, Blood Magic, Forbidden Arcanus, Nature's Aura, Occultism, Soul Shards. There's all kinds of magic mods in the pack, and there might be more in the future that show up. Who knows? And so with that said, I want to have a tower that will grow with the number of mods over time. Now, Dire's not a great builder, so I'm going to do my best, but let's see what we can come up with here. So I did come up with a few blocks that I kind of want to try. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Does that sound cool? Right? And then let me try these pillars again. 1, 2, 3. Looks like I'm going to have to destruction gadget my way into some stuff. Let's do you and you. And we'll bump this up to 8. I should really just eliminate this whole 16 by 16 max thing. Down 1, and let's go a depth of like 4-ish. Does that sound cool? Yeah, that looks good to me. That definitely works. Goodbye, Thanos Snap. I'm still super proud of that animation. I still think it looks super cool. All right, so let's make sure that we're lined up correctly here before we go one too deep. And obviously, copy paste has an undo feature if you need it. So if you do accidentally void, life goes on. Cool. And I should have wireless this thing. So I made a bunch of these block types so that we can use them. So these pillars might look cool. I guess we'll see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just kind of winging this. $15, okay? How does that look? Does that look cool? I think that looks kind of cool. Yeah, not too shabby. Now I should be able to put my building gadget on surface mode. Okay. And bump that range up real good. So if I do this, that don't look too bad, right? Okay. Now is when I'm going to probably need my balloon. Okay. So let's do, so that would be 2, 3, 4. Does that look cool? I think it looks pretty good. And then you guys, 1, undo that. I want you to be the same blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's kind of cool looking, right? That's not too shabby. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might alternate these pillars a little bit or do something a little different with them, but I just want to, I'm trying. You know, Dire, not good, not the best builder in the world, but I'm doing my best, right? We'll see what this looks like once I get inside the actual building. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get a little higher here? Yeah. I would like on the balloon thingy some kind of indication when you're reaching the end of your rope. That would be neat, right? So that I'm like, oh yeah, no, I know I'm almost out here. Like, see there, right? Like I had no idea I was about to fall. No idea. If I had some indication, that's gonna be my feedback to Soren. If I had some indication, right? So now is that enough height, you think, for the structure here? And then we'd have a roof on top? That looks pretty cool, right? I do like these, but I might want to change them up. So, like, I might alternate them a little bit. So what if we did, like, vertical column? I gave you a slightly, let's see. How, because there's only 4 of them. So alternating them might be weird. Right? I do like the pillars. What I might want to do is, like, maybe in the center of each thing have like a set of pillars. Is that cool? That's kind of cool. That's neat, right? Like an occasional pillar. How about 3 and 3? Does that look neat? That looks kind of cool. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying, right? Hopefully I get an A for effort from you guys. Yeah, I think that looks kind of neat. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll make these 2 middle ones be normal. Yeah, that looks, I think, a little better. I don't think you want to overuse these pillars. I think you want them to be like, you know, occasional use. Now, why did you guys be not cool? You over here should be... You know what? I bet you're in fuzzy mode, aren't you, buddy? You are, and that's your problem. I must have grass for some reason. Oh, you know, I think there's grass in the A system. Right. Okay. That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah. And where was the other one that was not right? Right? And that's cool. All right, that looks good, right? Doesn't that look cool? I think that looks cool. All right, now for the floor, I was going to alternate, and this is similar to a pattern I've done before, but I was going to go with like an alternating kind of dark stone. Does that look neat? Now for the entrance to this tower, I guess with you guys being here, that might be a challenge. That's all right, we'll figure it out. Yeah, good. I did not lose my orientation. I decided that my entrance should be on this side of the structure. Yeah, that looks neat to me. I think that looks cool. I think that looks really cool. And I should be able to, at this point, sleep. Yay! Okay. So I'm going to have polished darkstone and polished diorite as kind of my my setup here. So let's get you guys set correctly. Okay. And we'll try and do this in a good way for everybody. And I'll show you what I'm doing in a moment. You'll get the idea. Also, yeah, you could probably be on fuzzy mode again. Okay, and just that, and then if I bumped you guys down to a 3 by... Well, actually, I can keep you around 7-ish. That should be fine. And if I have any leakage outside, I'll deal with it. Cool. For now, I just want to get the whole floor filled in. I'm going to unfuzzy you. Cool. And then... Doop. Doop. That looks good, right? Now that's a start, but I want to do this cool checkerboarding pattern. So give me a sec. I want you guys... I'm actually switch you back to dirt, and I'm going to put you in a range of 1. So I can do 1 block at a time. Sweet. Perfect. That looks good, right? And did I have any leakage over here? A little bit, but that's okay. That's to be expected. And probably some over here as well. Perfect. And then that'll turn into grass eventually. Right? All right, so that looks good. So like now let's make sure that you're not in fuzzy mode. And what I'd like to do is a checkerboard pattern with this. So if I bump it up like that, that should be cool. Let's anchor that guy and make sure that we're happy with that positioning. Yeah, that looks neat, right? That actually looks really quite good. So I'm going to do that. And then I want a similar checkerboard pattern like this. Does that look good? All right. And now I just have to do a smaller one. So I'll just bring it down to a range of 1. And what you should do is you should be cool with that and that. Right? That and that. That and that. Unless I missed anything, that looks really good to me. And then just 3 there, there, and that looks good. Does that look cool? I think. I'm not an expert. This is similar to a building that I've made in a couple years ago. So if you guys watched a few Let's Plays back, you might recognize this building a little bit, but it's definitely a variation on that. I didn't have the pillars on the sides and some other mild differences. But I think that looks like a pretty cool tower, right? Now this can build upwards, and that should be good. Okay. That's pretty cool, right? So let's see here. So that looks all good to me. I should be able to copy and paste this up there and then build like a second story on this thing. So how about, what should I have for a roof? In my previous time through, I did the same floor as the roof. So I used the copy paste gadget to have a roof. And what we did is we did a copy like here all the way to this corner. Okay. And then if we pasted that, it would look like this. And I should be able to come over here. We can anchor it like so. And then bump it up a few Y levels. Is that right? I think so. I think so. So if I confirmed that, and then we flew up there with our balloon, and then we brought this back, it would look like that. And does that look about right? Yes. I think that looks cool. And hopefully I have enough stuff for this, but we'll find out. Hey, that ain't too shabby. Neato. And my balloon popped. Oh, look who showed up. Ah, it's a wandering crater. Oh, beat it. Yeah, I know. You're angry. Deal with it. Alright. Now, I'm just going to want to clear that stuff out. Let's balloon on a stick our way up there again. Can you be... No. Probably because you're probably a block entity. Okay. So then we should be able to that. Because realistically, what I'd like is for the outside edges of this tower to match the blocks below them. Right? So I want to remove... I should probably put this on precision mode. Okay? So that it looks like this. Remove these guys. Perfect. I think I accidentally mined a block at some point here, so this needs to go away. This needs to come back. You. Thank you. And then... that looks right to me, right? And then what we can do is we can surface mode this dude. Again. Make sure fuzzy is off and match this. And what should happen is it should place blocks only on top of the matching ones. See how it's not building on top of those? Because we're not matching that. Cool, right? Exactly what I want to see. Perfect. And then you can build here. Okay. And then that one. And that doesn't look terrible, right? Does that look good? I think it looks cool. I'm not sure, but I think that looks pretty good. Okay. And then what we'll have, we're probably going to want a Feral Flare Lantern. Is that right? Is that fair? I'm probably going to want one of those. So let's get one. And get it placed smack dab in the middle, wherever that might be. It should probably be aligned to this guy and this guy. This should be the middle, right? And then we'll get some lighting in here. I think that's cool, right? Not a terrible wizard's tower. If I wanted some windows, that might not be a terrible idea. What kind of cool looking glass do we have that might look wizardy? Is that a word? Is that a is there like wizardy, magical kind of looking glass? I don't know. There's Railcraft glass, there's Pneumaticraft, there's Zycraft. Zycraft has some cool looking glass, doesn't it? Glass viewer. I don't know what glass viewers do. They might be cool. And then there's also like glowing glass and that kind of stuff. I could look into Zycraft glass. Because all I have to do is stone cut regular glass. I could try that. Do I have a stone cutter yet? I don't think I do, but we could get one. I don't think I need you anymore, so I'm going to break this. And we'll get a stone cutter. And that should be cool. Okay. What are these guys? Sophisticated storage. Oh, okay. And then if we had glass, we're going to need more sand. I must have more sand than that, right? Probably. Glass viewer, dire glass viewer. Ooh, I like that. Only because I have a name in it. That looks neat. Okay. And I assume I can do that and I'll get it back. Good. All right. Now, what's the difference between that and the regular glass viewer? Not terrible. I do like the dire one only because it has my name on it. I don't think there's any other reason besides it has my name on it that I like it. So we could get some windows in this place, and that might make it look a little bit cooler. And then there's the silicon glass viewer. Let's go with dire just because it says dire, right? Now I should have some more sand in my this dude, right? And tick accelerator, where you go? Where indeed? Where did my time in a bottle go? Oh, somehow it went in there. Cool. Not too shabby. So I shouldn't have a problem making some more dire glass viewers. I will do that. That works. And I'll throw one more stack of glass away. Cool. And let's sleep through this night. So now, let's get some windows in this tower so that it looks nicer. Because I think it looks cool, but I don't want it to be like an evil, dark-looking tower. I want it to be like a, yeah, it's a nice kind of looking tower. So let's get some of these dire glass viewers and be ready to copy and paste them. Let's put it surface mode 3 at a time, and we'll see how this looks. So if I were to do something like this, does that look nice? So again, we kind of have 4 here, right? Alternatively, we could put them on the ends like that. I don't know if that looks great or not. Let's undo those two. It's not bad. It's not bad. What if we did this? Which is atypical for Dire to do a 3x4. But that doesn't look terrible, right? I kind of like that. I do. I do kind of like that. I also noticed on the inside we lose the top of these because I put them up there. That might just have to be a thing that exists. I could move these all down one, and then you'd have a solid thing going up and down there. That's not terrible, right? An attempt was made. One could put it that way. Now I could make like all the walls just for giggles. What happens if I do that? No, I don't like that because you lose this. Like this corner here is bothering me. So let's undo all that. I think the way I have it is probably pretty good. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'm trying. All right, so let's try something now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the copy area here. I'm going to move the Y level starting position up one, and then I'm going to go up to here and confirm that. Okay, so now we've copied this area. So if I want to paste that in now, okay, and let's get our balloon on a stick back. Okay, so if I wanted to paste that in now, it would look something like that. Oh boy, balloon on a stick, you know work. You do work. I just have no idea when I'm going to fall and hit the ground with you. Okay, so does that look cool? That looks like it's down a little bit too low, so let's bump that Y level up one more. That looks neat, right? Think I can get in here? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay, cool. That's a thing, right? Doesn't that look good? And then if we look at our materials list, we'll see everything we need for this. Now, to be clear, when you have a gadget bound to your AE system like I do, it's not necessarily sure what items are available. So it might be lying when it says it has everything it needs. It might not be. I honestly don't know. The trick is, for those of you who are more technically minded, when I have a gadget in my hand and I want to know if I have items in my inventory or in a pocket storage unit, for example, that information is represented on the client, the Minecraft client, versus the server. When you try to build, it's happening on the server. The client doesn't necessarily always know the up-to-date information on the AE system, for example, or when you're bound to a chest, what items are in the chest, until you look in the chest. So the client doesn't know what's really there. So building gadgets has no good way of representing whether or not you have the right items when you're bound to stuff. So that's a thing. But let's try building a second story on this. You ready? Let's. I'm hoping I have enough stuff. We'll find out, right? Let's go. By the way, I'm assuming those broken things are lights from the Feral Flare Lantern. Feral Flare Lantern places invisible blocks in order to light up an area like it does. So I think that what you're seeing, those black and purple cubes, are the Feral Flare Lantern. The blocks that they are being removed. So that's what that is. But hey, that actually worked. Haha. How cool is that? It worked. I'm quite pleased with that. So now, whenever we want another story to this tower, we can go ahead and make it, right? That is pretty spiffy. I think that's cool. What I will probably do, though, is make the upper areas, because we don't need a wall here. We don't need this. So I'm gonna take a building gadget, and we're gonna. Can you build to me? That would be cool. And then place on top for a sec. Is that good? I wouldn't mind you to be a little bit taller, so I'm going to do this. You ready? That should be cool. Okay. That should be cool. And then you. And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this. Boop, boop. And just like you were. Do I have any of those in my inventory? I'm just trying to avoid fishing them out of my inventory when I can just do this, right? Let's do 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool? Okay, perfect. So now this looks kind of like I'd want it to, right? One thing I might make a minor alteration on is you are going to become this. Actually, undo that, because I only want it to be 1 block range. Cool. Okay. And then you can build there. Perfect. And that's what the second story of this building and subsequent stories will look like. Cool? All right. And for now, because I don't have elevators or anything set up yet, I have to fall. So now the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my copy and paste for that structure, right? So if we were to grab our copy paste gadget here, if I go into copy mode, I just want to, in the settings menu, move this up 6 blocks and confirm that, right? So now we have the proper copy of what that looks like. So it's the first layer of the second story all the way up to the roof, so that when you place it on top of that, it doesn't place 2 floors, right? It doesn't have the checkerboard pattern twice. And now I can go save this as a template, right? How cool does that sound? That's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to save this as a template so that we can use it in the future. I just need some paper. And my template manager, right? So we're going to save this as Mage Tower level and save that, and we can see what that looks like, right? So again, it has the roof, but it doesn't have the floor, and it can be attached on top. How cool beans is that? Because I think that looks really good. I'm very pleased with that. Cool. And then we can save that, and then we have that template for future use, right? So now, do I have other templates in here? I do. So I have the 9x9, and now I've got the Mage Tower level. So second level will be something, third level will be something, and we'll build upwards. And I'm thinking Blood Magic, I'll probably put underground, because, like, you know, in my mind, conceptually, I think of Blood Magic as like a dark kind of evil magic. So, like, doing that underground just makes sense to me, thematically speaking. But, you know, that's kind of how my brain has always worked. Also, Blood Magic needs a large area of space, probably larger than I gave room for. So, having a big underground chamber for Blood Magic that might even have a secret entrance is probably where I'm going to go. All right, so that's a different kind of Dire episode, right? I did no automation or cool, like, I just spent 30 minutes building a neat, hopefully, structure. So I need you guys to do me a favor. Let me know in the comments of this video, did you like seeing Dire try to build something cool? Or was this not entertaining for you? So let me know. I'm just curious. Like, you know, it's okay if you say, like, yeah, this wasn't my favorite episode. I won't be too upset. I might be a little upset. I'm not going to lie. But I won't be too upset. But for now, it's wrapping up point. So Direwolf signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time to actually do stuff in that Mage's Tower. For now, take it easy.